Perhaps this is a topic that you may feel uncomfortable talking about it, and that is okay. You don't have to comment or anything like that. Perhaps this is something that you would like to share with somebody else. I encourage you to share this video. Today we're going to be talking about guidance and what guidance that you had growing up, or what guidance do you currently have in your life as an adult. I want to talk about this because there seems to be a lot of lost souls out there. Seems to be a lot of folks misguided. And essentially what they're doing is, they try to do the best they can with the tools that they have, but they have zero guidance on how to do things. Take, for example, how many people nowadays have student loans? So the idea of student loans is you have to, educate yourself or get a degree in order to get out of poverty. I personally have seen so many people with student loan debt that it's not even funny. You essentially will be poor, getting $150,000 a year, but you still will be poor until the day you die because you will be unable to pay those student loans. My question to you is, who told you that that was the right way? Your parents, your auntie, your friends? Because somebody have to guide you, perhaps a student counselor. Somebody went and told you, hey, I think this is the best way. I saw that quite a bit. Older people coming and saying, well, you don't want to be a mechanic like me having dirty hands all day long, right? You don't want to do this type of work, right? So you got to go get a degree and, be in an office, nice and cozy and an air conditioner. But they never went into the details. And the devil is in the details. They tell you to go to school. They advise you to go to school. But they didn't tell you how much debt that was gonna take. They didn't pay for it either. They advise you, but they didn't pay for it. You see what I'm saying? So they guide you with the best intentions in the world, but they did not give you the full picture. You see what I'm saying? So you need to understand the guidance. People have to give you everything, not just one side. Everything. And I give the student loans example because it's something that a lot of people deal with nowadays. I personally have heard this before. Well, if you want to go to school, you need to get loans and, figure it out how to pay it. But I don't want to go to school. I want to do something else. What? Why? It's like demonizing the something else. And again, I'm harping on this example because it's an example that applies to a significant amount of people. A really good example. Buying a house. I don't know how many times people came to me. I don't think it's the right time to buy a house. Okay. So it's better to rent and it's never yours. And when the owner feels like kicking you out and your lease is over, that's it. You're homeless. Versus buying your home and owning it. So it's better the other way. You see what I'm saying? This is just another example. Another example. One more, and I will jump into the next part. You go into high school, and immediately they will say, oh, you need to get yourself a part-time. That right there takes away from your studies. And they tell you this, I'm going to get you a car, but you need to pay your insurance. In order for me to pay the insurance, I need to get a job. Now, you want me to juggle two things at one, and it has been proven that people are not able to multitask. Either one or they both suffer. So if you have a teenager and you want to teach them responsibilities, and you like, I'm gonna gift you a car, but now you're in charge of paying that insurance. If you are that teenager, my advice to you is say, no thank you. I will continue to ride the bus. Let me focus on my studies. Let me focus on what I'm doing right now. So I'm giving you a few examples. And if you don't want to comment because maybe you have made those same mistakes, you don't have to. You don't have to share at all. I'm not expecting a lot of comments in this video, to tell you the truth. Now, what guidance do you currently have as an adult? Many folks will say, I don't need guidance. I am an adult. We all need guidance. We don't know it all. We all need guidance. A lot of us reflect on our past mistakes. A lot of us are haunted by those past mistakes, and we are adamant of never repeating those mistakes. Adamant. However, the other side is folks tend to repeat the same mistakes over and over and over, and they don't want to listen. They don't want to be guided. And that's where problems come. Because if you refuse to be guided by those who own their mistakes, learn from them, and grow, you there and the other side don't want to do that, want to repeat the same mistakes, and then you want to blame the entire world, because that's what they do. I am being very honest with y'all. People who constantly repeat the mistakes over and over and over and over don't blame themselves. They blame everybody around it. They blame family members, friends, acquaintances. Everybody else is at fault, not them. And yet, they refuse to listen. That's why I'm telling you all that most likely I will barely get any comments, or comments of the source of, you don't know what you're talking about. Unfortunately, I do. I do, because I have reflect on the mistakes that I have made, and I am constantly asking the person next to me, hey, am I screwing things up? Be honest with me. And that's something too that I want you to understand. For those who want to seek guidance, you need to let honesty come your way. Don't be, oh, you're gonna hurt my feelings, or oh my God, you said something that now bothers me. No, honesty, uncensored, and plain. Plain as day. Dude, you messing this thing up. You're doing this wrong. Now, if you don't want to hear people telling you that, don't ever seek guidance. But at the same time, don't ever blame anybody for your mistakes. Because it's very important for you to understand that what you're doing has repercussions. So you have to listen to sound advice. And it's really hard, because a lot of the times the advice that we hear growing up come from our parents. And our parents, unfortunately, a lot of them made the same mistakes that their parents made. It's like a chain. They never break the cycle. And that's horrible to say, and it's hard to say it, but nobody's perfect. And unless that we are willing to say, yeah, I don't think you are guiding me the right way, you will never be successful. And unless you're willing to listen when you grow up to others who want your benefit, and this is very important, they want your benefit, not just to sell you something, not just to gain something from you. No, your genuine benefit. If you listen to those people, I guarantee you will be successful. Whether it's in life, whether it's in marriage, whether it's in business, everything. But you need to surround yourself with people who truly, truly, truly want the best for you. And nowadays, it's unfortunately, but that is really hard to come by. With that being said, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Like always, rock on, prep on, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye, everybody.